think the people who are super concerned about looking perfect all the time are the most insecure people of all time. The connection comes from the vulnerability. Makeup is an expression, but most people wear it as a mask.
Right.
That's the problem.
So has anyone asked you about personal image?
Personal image, let's go. Let's dive in.
Because for the past few days, you've been
Yeah.
talking about being vulnerable and
Yeah.
doing all the Just Woke Up challenge.
Yeah.
That's great. That's very brave
Yeah.
to do that. But for some people like myself, I'm not comfortable with just waking up and
I'm not comfortable either.
Yeah, it's just, some people care about personal image more than other people.
Sure.
For example, people in fashion.
Yeah.
Like the reason why people dress up all the time is because they want their personal image to kind of represent the kind of aesthetic that they want, right?
Sure.
So for people like this, then how do you balance, being vulnerable and putting the real self out there, and with having that image that you want?
I think the people who are super concerned about looking perfect all the time are the most insecure people of all time. Mm-hmm. They're not happy. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't mean everything you make has to be garbage, mm-hmm. right? I still make fancy videos, I still pay attention to lighting, mm-hmm. but I don't want to be bound by it. Mm-hmm. If you want people to connect with you, like you can look at some model and say, wow, look at how beautiful she is, or look at how great her hair is, or look at how whatever you admire about her in that picture, mm-hmm. but you don't connect to her because there's no story. Because the connection comes from the vulnerability. Mm-hmm. And I think the greatest thing, I think a lot of actors are going to lose their prestige, their connection, because they're not getting personal enough. Mm-hmm. I look at Will Smith and The Rock, who are moving to YouTube and having Instagram accounts and showing the behind the scenes mm-hmm. and building huge audiences, where what is Brad Pitt doing? Mm-hmm.
So does that make the fashion industry a very insecure industry then?
Oh yeah, oh for sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think if you look at people who only care about looks and fashion and ask them if they actually love themselves, it's going to be a really tiny amount.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I want to just move on to...
Does that help?
It does. It kind of ties to the next question.
Okay.
Because I told you I want to have a YouTube channel, and I
yeah.
want to feature all the things that I do.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty multi-passionate.
Yeah.
I love fashion.
Yeah.
I kind of don't agree that it's an insecure industry. I mean, it's a form of self-expression. 100%.
Oh no. I mean, listen, and for all, and there's nothing wrong with loving fashion and amazing. I love your pictures; they're amazing. I think if you polled people though and said, look at who actually has self-love, I think it's pretty low in the fashion industry. I think a lot of the fashion might balance people out in that it like gives them an outlet at least for mm-hmm. self-expression. I think anybody who's only caring about their public view mm-hmm.
is
deeply insecure.
Right, that I agree. If they only care about that.
Right,
yeah.
But there's a lot of people who get into it just because it's just like people who want to buy a Lamborghini because they want to look cool in front of other people versus they love automotives and they love right? There's a difference.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Like you can look at a blazer and just, wow, look at the attention to detail. Look at how she put the button here and the color and how it matches. Mm-hmm. Different than I need to look good. I need to wear this just to look good because I need approval of others. I'm too afraid to be seen without this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I understand what you mean, and I completely agree with you.
Cool.
So I want to feature fashion and all the things that I do and I like,
yeah.
jazz, theater, and all these things. And I was just talking to Jay Rice earlier.
Okay.
And I think he kind of helped me find the one word.
Okay.
I think it's perform.
Perform, yeah, okay.
Perform. Because I'm thinking about all the things that I do, like, jazz, theater, even, the way I dress and
yeah.
the way I move my hand, the way my self-expression, all
yeah.
these things, I think it is sort of a form of performance.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people do that, not just me. For example, like yourself, the way that you dress, the reason why you wear this shirt,
Yep.
I think is a kind of performance because it's a kind of a personal branding that you have for
Sure.
yourself.
Yep. So even looking at this, I mean, I love this hoodie. I feel like I'm Batman when I put on my hoodie, but at the same time, I don't need the hoodie to be Batman.
And the reason why you wear this, is it because of a personal branding or?
It's expression. Like one is expression. It's two, I like, people will recognize me and I love saying hi. I'm introverted, so I won't go up and say hi to people, but if I'm at an event, they recognize me, they see the hoodie, and they'll come and say hi. So it's a way to facilitate conversations. But this is, I saw this hoodie that had this, orange liner and it like matched my logo. And like, that's amazing. Like I gotta create a line around that. Fashion is probably not one of the things that I lean heavy in on, but I should. Like I really should go high end, crazy fashion and do the crazy good morning challenge. Yeah. We should work together. You're here, right?
Yeah.
We should make an Evan like crazy high end photo shoot or, because I'm not afraid of, I love it, it's great, but aim to show, because it's the fear that I want people to get over. People are afraid to show this side of themselves.
Right.
I don't want to be afraid to show any side, but you perform differently in different rooms.
Right.
When you're talking to your family, you have one side of you, and when you're on stage is another side, and when you're doing your fashion is another side.
Yeah.
But being afraid to show one side, that's where I think we get into problems.
Right.
That's when you get into, like, I can't be like this because I'm going to be judged.
Yeah.
Right? Now I'm more comfortable doing the just woke up challenge, but I did it because I wasn't comfortable doing it.
Right.
So, great, we're doing that. But I should show like high-end other side. We should do a photo shoot,
Yeah, we'll
3-piece suit, like you could pick what I wear,
Yeah.
and we'll do a full-on shoot, right? I
should do
think we should show the other side too, just as fancy. And I think if more people did that, then they would love themselves more and build a better brand and build better connection. And this actually is if you look at, who's the guy? The two guys, Jeffree Star and who's the guy who wears all the makeup?
His name is Jeffree.
Jeffree Star is one, and who's the other one?
I forgot the name.
Help? She's got it. James
James
Charles?
Charles.
James Charles.
Yeah.
So those are the two that I know, but not that I'm watching makeup videos, but that's awesome. Like, that'd be like, you want to do my makeup? Let's go.
I'm not a makeup person.
No, but like, I would do it, right?
Yeah.
If I'm afraid of getting my makeup done, great, make me look like whoever. Make me look like Queen Latifah. Let's do it.
Like your nails situation.
Yeah, the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. That's more on the I shouldn't be doing it side, where I could lean more into like maybe I should have more of a sleek fashion look, right? But James Charles, Jeffree Star, a lot of the YouTube stars that are rising up, they show how they do their makeup, and they start with nothing, totally blank canvas, right? And then by the end they look glamorous. So like you are glamorous regardless. And then the expression, like makeup is an expression, but most people wear it as a mask.
Right.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can express with no makeup and with no fashion, right? Like, because you're still you and you still express. And you can express with hair and makeup and clothing and music and art and song and dance and all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to do this photo shoot.
Yeah.
You got to tell me. You let me know. I'm down. Let's make it super fancy, the opposite of what any of my typical brand would do. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
We'll schedule a time.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to talk about more of the tactical.
Okay.
So say that I've been a performer for
Yep.
a long time, and I know how to work on people's image. I know how to work on people's posture and how they act.
Yep.
And how do you think that will help people in business? Because I think I can be the gap between performance and business. You know, I think business people sometimes they do need the composure, they do need the look to I guess have credibility as the first impression.
Sure.
How do you think me as a performer can help them?
I think it's figuring out which market is best. Like even in doing our pictures, right? Like you work with me, you tell me to go to this store and get this outfit, or we vlog it and like you taking me to whatever store and we're going through it. and then we end up with a photo shoot that looks epic. And you can say, look, here's what Evan was, and here's our shoot together, right? And you can even show the good morning wake up challenge, right? Like, this is Evan's content. And here's what I turned him into, right? It's like taking the homeless person and turning him into, a stud. For the people who then need more of that, to say, okay, like that's maybe, I don't know if you want to get hired to do that, if that's coaching or consulting, showing the transformation. So who needs it most? Who needs that most? Is it executives? Is it entrepreneurs? Are they artists who then need more like of a business side? Who needs it most that you most connect with? Do you have an answer? Or are you still trying to kind of figure that out?
I am still trying to figure out because I'm in both.
Yeah.
I worked at a bank. I've been in theater and in music. I guess from both sides, I see people are very separated on the both sides.
Yeah.
Like artists do not care about business or care about looking, professional at all. And then people who are, for example, in the banking side, they are pretty rigid.
Yeah.
The way that they look, and
Yeah.
I think, like you said, business owners need to be more vulnerable to reach the people.
Yeah.
So if, for example, an executive at a bank, if they could allow themselves to be more, to show more emotions, or the way that they do the gestures and everything, if they could allow themselves to be a little more than just a business person, I guess that would help tremendously too.
Yeah, I mean, the best that they're doing now is crazy socks, like bankers, and then they have these Smurf socks or something.
Yeah, and
like,
that's
I'm
getting
just thinking at least
old.
men's fashion.
Yeah.
I think it'd be harder to convince them. I think the model that's coming to mind for me right now, at least, is work with people who want to have personal brands. Everybody wants to have a personal brand now. Some people are way further along than others.
Yeah.
But being a personal brand consultant and helping them get to the core of what do they want, right? So even doing the one-word exercise. So if my one word is believe, great. What does believe look like in clothing? I don't know, right? Like I'm trying to find better pants. These are just okay, right? What are believe pants? Maybe you come up with believe pants. Like, you know what you should wear? You should go get this. Like, okay, let me try.
Yeah.
Right? And some people will fight. Like Danny is always, my camera guy is always super fancy, and we got 3 cameras and all these lights, and I love it. And sometimes I need to go fast, and I'll pull up my phone and just make it, right? Which kills him, right? Like, Danny, just film me on the go. He's like, no, man, we got to have the setup. It's got to look beautiful. I don't want to put something out that doesn't look beautiful, dude. You're killing me with your, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like playing in both. Right? I love it with Danny's big setup, and I'm happy to go do a photo shoot in some crazy big thing, and I don't want to only have to do that, right? But working with people who want to build personal brands and saying, what do you stand for? What's your message? And then they might be great at playing the guitar or speaking or something, but I don't know well how to turn it into a outfit. Right? I mean, I have these funky shoes on, that like these wrap shoes that, right? That
I always wonder why.
Well, they're just comfortable. Like they're barefoot shoes. Here, like, look, this is something people won't do. I'll take off my shoe, right? Great, let's go, right? This is my shoe, and it folds up and it's super portable and light.
Yeah.
And you just get the height down, and then the width is as tight as you want it to go, right?
Yeah.
And I thought they were cool, right?
When I saw these shoes, I thought
Yeah.
you wanted to make people feel that you're very grounded because they're as close to the ground as you can get.
Oh, see, yeah, it's like.
It looks like a socks,
But
right?
but
So-
none of what I wear is to really. I'm not really thinking. It's more expression.
Right.
I'm not really trying to think, what is she going to think of me when I wear this?
Right.
I'm thinking this is believe for me. But maybe there's a better shoe. And maybe there's better pants, and a better hoodie. So you being able to take what they stand for and their message and throw it up onto an outfit or throw it up onto pictures, because I don't know if you're taking the pictures or you have a friend helping you or.
Yeah, I have a friend.
Right? but even the concept. So like this studio is a great example. This studio, there's a sense of community, belongingness. That's what we don't just teach how to salsa dance. We bring people together.
Right.
But the studio itself doesn't really feel that way, right? There's a family tree on the side, but we haven't even found the right designer to like make it. How do we throw belong, the culture, the vibe, into the space so that when you walk in here, you feel belong, right? So same thing for clothing or someone's Instagram or videos. What, from you understanding what the person's message is and what they want to stand for, how do you turn that into the thing that they're not good at? Yeah.
Right.
So start with me. Make me more believe. Make my pants believe. Make my socks believe. Right? Make a photo shoot believe.
Yeah.
Right? And then that's definitely a side that people, because you're going to help them with something that they're weak at.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. Let's make it happen.
If you want to know why your comfort zone is destroying your life, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.